for some M's. I'm talking plural, they don't know what to do. Every defender need a unity. I give my heart in perpetuity to all the stars from my community that ain't never got to shine and glisten, but still can analyze prediction. I murder every single rhyme I'm spitting. I teach you how to eat like dietitians. Give me a beat, hell, let my feet swell, don't trip. We got next, we got now. Next, we got now, we got now, we got next. Rated E for everyone. Buy Xbox One, get NBA 2K20.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Ready?
Next, we got now. Next, we got now.
The NBA 2K community has taken over the NBA season. With the trade deadline behind us, here's how the MyPlayer Nation standings compare to the league. In the West, the Lakers are sitting pretty at the top of both standings. 53-0 in MyPlayer Nation. I mean, AD, LeBron, and your MyPlayer, they are...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello to each and every one of you, and I mean that with all sincerity. Good to have you here for
The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for a... While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Spurs. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And you know, for the Spurs, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
And the starting group for the Spurs, Murray and DeRozan. They're manning the backcourt. Rudy Gay is out there with Gortat, and it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. And for Los Angeles, you've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Harrell, and it's Morris in at the 4 slot. And the shot is good. Well, it's all about the trick-or-treating tonight, Smitty.
Well, I'm old school, Kevin, but I will tell you, I hated candy corn. You can keep that. I hated the way it looked, and I hated the way it tasted.
Here's Gay. After the basket by Los Angeles.
Some players never recover from a torn Achilles. Rudy Gay has come back and as good as ever. Still one of the most productive small forwards we have in the league.
And Steve, the size and athleticism of Gay has always set him apart at that small forward position.
He's able to make something out of nothing, playing over the top most of the time of his defender. He is dangerous.
Harrell. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
A season loss to injury for DeJounte Murray. He's eager to make up for the lost time, continuing his development.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles.
I can't wait to see Murray reach his full potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it.
Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the potential split for DeJounte Murray is evident.
He's already a tough defender. He has great size and length for the point guard position. Offense is where he has to grow. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Pirtle kicks to Gay. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. We discussed the challenge of defending a slasher like DeMar DeRozan. Staying in front and denying penetration are critical, of course, but his athleticism and ball handling make that easier said than done. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And it's Leonard missing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Murray, no good.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
San Antonio leading. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Gortat misses.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. 5 on the clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Clippers. They're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
Well, I think for the Spurs, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well. But looking ahead, they know there's still a lot left to prove.
Now, here's Beverly. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Utah Jazz.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the boards.
You know, you can't allow that many second chance opportunities and then get almost none yourself. Rarely that works out for you.
Offensive rebound, Gortat. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And it's Leonard missing.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Gortat finds Pirtle. Murray outside. Stolen by Beverly. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And Pirtle sends it back. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pirtle.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Last season, he played outstanding, putting up about 26 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
And yes, it's good. Beverly's got his second bucket.
I love this about Patrick Beverly. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
Gay passes to Gortat, and Gortat with the stop.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game, a loss to the Utah Jazz. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
And it's Murray penetrating. And another turnover here by San Antonio. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorer. Second is Paul George.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Here's Beverly. Crops in the layup for 2. Beverly's got 6 points. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. 6-point game.
Last season, it took some time for the Spurs to gel with the early injuries and new faces. They played their best basketball down the stretch. Took the second-seeded Nuggets to 7 games.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Over Gay. And it falls over the rim and in.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
In the back half of last season, the Spurs posting a 9-game winning streak. Steve, what changed for them?
You know, Kevin, for me, they toughened up their defense. They moved Jakob Poeltl into the starting lineup at the 5 position. And they found that chemistry and they got going.
Gortat, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Absolute power from Gortat there. A guy who refuses to let the defense get the best of him.
The Spurs making a switch here. White's checked in. Hey, Smitty, every NBA player has their Mount Rushmore. Every NBA fan does. The 4 players they consider the best of all time. So I'll ask you, who is on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
I would say Michael Jordan, Kevin, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant. Those are my 4.
The pass to Gay. Outside DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. Dishes to Gortat. Lets it fly from 18. Clippers leading by 3. Shot from 12. And he overshot that one, missing.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Here's White. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard attacking. And Poeltl sends it back.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And it's blocked.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Patterson, he's checked in for Morris. Williams comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly.
And what was more fun to watch last season than Patrick Beverly checking Kevin Durant in the playoffs?
Patrick Beverly's energy and fight gave the Clippers a chance every night. Obviously, the Warriors' talent won out, but the Clippers made them work every step of the way.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
And White kicks to Walker. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Williams. And it's White with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Passes to Lyles. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's George. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Williams passes to George. Bounce pass from Williams. And there's Paul George on the assist by Williams. 6 points for George.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Now here's White. Right wing. And here's Walker outside. Drops in the tray. Walker's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the pass to George. 13 feet away. Rebounded by Bogut.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Here's Walker. No good. That would have tied it. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
White dishes to Walker. Back to White. Tries again. And the rejection by Zubac. Pass to Samanic. Get there. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And it's White missing.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
George with the bucket.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
There's White. There's the feed to Bogut. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now White following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. Walker in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's Williams. And White with the block. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hands it from downtown.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
George with the ball. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Utah Jazz. Offensive rebound. It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Samanic. Kept alive. A second chance effort. And Lyles with the lay-in.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Now George. Fires top of the key. He can't get that one to fall. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He nudged. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Benji on the defensive end in that first quarter, they were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
They've got Jackson. Harrell is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Williams. And it's George in at the three, the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Puts it up. And it's George again missing.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And as the Spurs enter a new era, Patty Mills providing that carryover from their championship pass.
Yes, he's taking on a big leadership role. The feisty little guard willing to speak up and teach the younger players the Spurs way of doing things.
The Clippers trail. Williams finds Harrell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The shot by Williams, no good. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. And Mills kicks to Caruso. Misses the three. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. And They didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Jackson. Shoots from the line. That one doesn't go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Stolen by Jackson. Williams looking around. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get on the shot. And Harrell slams it in.
Coming off the screen, Kawhi attracts so much defensive attention. Hard to throw a blanket over the roller at the same time.
It's Gay on the way. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Smitty, lately we're seeing more deep three-pointers than ever before. If you could step out to that 35-foot mark.
Hey, Kevin, I can step out there, but the question is, could I make them at a high percentage? And that's what's so beautiful now. You're seeing these guys step out further and further, but their percentage is higher and higher than it would be from others in my era shooting 35-footers. This is fantastic, but I do not want to see a 4-point line.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6 foot nothing. And that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
Jackson passes to Leonard. And the shot goes in. Leonard's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Gasol. Stolen by Beverly. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Beverly with the ball. Leonard, no luck.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. And the dunk by DeRozan.
DeMar is so dangerous when he's attacking the rim. Great drive.
And here's Jackson. Got a piece of it. Passes it to Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And Mills kicks to Gay. Inside. Here's Gortat. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now, here is Morris. Coming in off a 10-point game, his last outing. Clock is at 3. Here's Jackson. Keeps it alive. Harrell on the follow. Harrell's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Incredible activity from Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass. Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Leonard looking over the floor. It's hauled in by Gay. Gay's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Here's Gasol. Morris with the rebound. Clippers leading by 3 to the wing on the left. Beverly dishes to Hill. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Paul Gasol.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Pirtle, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Murray against Jackson. They get it again. Here's Pirtle. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
We have a step back. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring the team. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
And last season, DeMar DeRozan averaging the lowest rate of three-point attempts of his career.
Kevin, the Raptors had wanted him to shoot more triples. The Spurs were content to put the ball in his hands and let others provide the spacing.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Here's Murray. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
The Spurs in a transition period. No Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, all retired or have moved on. Interesting to see how they stay competitive.
And that one's good, Leonard.
I like the poise here from Leonard. Doesn't need to take it all the way, just drops it over the top.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Steve, the Spurs have great consistency, but you have to wonder, how does this team find its way back into title contention?
Yes, Kevin, great question. Losing Kawhi Leonard, it really hurt the San Antonio Spurs. This organization has to do some soul searching on how that went bad. But how they do it, they have to draft great again. They have to keep developing young players, and that chemistry has to continue to be elite.
Here's Gay. Great tee that time from Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Puts it up from 12, and it's Gay with the rebound. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Doesn't look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
The perfect set of skills to flourish in transition. DeRozan's got it all.
And they're moving it up. Here's Murray. And no good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Beverly with the ball. He's got 6. Outside Leonard. Good work defensively by Gay. San Antonio leading. Outside DeRozan. He kicks it to Pirtle. There's the pass to Gay. DeRozan on the wing. Defended by Beverly. And they double up DeRozan. Stolen by Beverly. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Always applying the pressure. Beverly loves to attack you defensively and in transition.
And San Antonio shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Beverly against DeRozan. Here's Pirtle. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Back to Jackson. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 5 assists tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
DeRozan against Beverly. Nobody near Gay. Off target with the open look.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Leonard doesn't go for him. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Stolen by Beverly. 13 feet away. Here's Morris. And Pirtle sends it back. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. Last season, the adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Patterson comes in for Morris. Paul George is checked in for Patrick Beverly. Lou Williams is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. San Antonio also making some changes. Walker's checked in for Gay. And it's White in for Murray. And Smitty, a real adjustment for DeRozan, leaving behind the only NBA team he had ever known after so long.
Yeah, he's been instrumental in taking the Raptors franchise to new heights. A lot of emotions. I think he understands he's going to grow from that experience.
Yes, that goes in. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
White finds Pirtle. Back to White. Pirtle, high post. 5 to shoot. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And checking out the numbers for Paul George. Coming off a terrific season. Last season, put up about 28 points per. 8 rebounds and just over 2 steals. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
Williams, that's for 2. The rebound by the Spurs. Bogut's got 6 rebounds in the game. Caruso, the pass to Bogut. White against Williams. White drives in, and the rejection by Zubac. Lock at 6. Walker the pass to Lyles.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Bogut at the elbow. Shoots over Zubac. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Pushing the action, always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I'm down.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They were in the driver's seat once we got into the second. And that'll...
I need a spark and a change. You got me stuck in my waist. They want the fingers to blame. Really, it's one of the same.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the court for San Antonio. DeRozan is the off guard and Gay the small forward. Gortat is out there with Pirtle, and it's Murray in at the point guard position. And Pirtle has it in the corner. A 3 from Gay. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Here's the floater. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. Pass to Beverly. Now Leonard. Ball's knocked loose. Pirtle with the steal.
Oh, shit.
Right side Leonard. The three. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Rosen dishes to Pirtle. Can't cash in from close range.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
And finished off by DeRozan.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Tries from the block. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, you know, the truth is, Leonard's been focused all night. Has an array of go-to moves and the endurance to keep on coming.
And DeRozan, here we go. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
Pass to Gortat. To the paint, deflects the pass, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles leading by 8. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of this free agent destiny.
Mills, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray.
In for the Spurs.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And Mills kicks to Gay. Clock at 4. Back to Mills. From deep. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Morris. Los Angeles leading by 8. Nobody near Leonard. No good from outside.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Another shot, and it's sent back by George. Leonard with the ball. Gay picks him up defensively. Passes it to Beverly. Now, here is Morris. Goes up from the top of the key, and it's off the back rim. No good. Spurs trail by 8. DeRozan scanning the floor. Count the basket. DeRozan's got 18 points in the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And there's the pass to Morris. DeRozan against George. Nice D from DeRozan. And it's DeRozan with the ball for San Antonio. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Poked loose. Mills with the steal. Plays it in off the breakaway. And now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Nice calculation by Mills and quick hands. We see it all the time. The turnover leading to points in transition.
Back to Beverly. With the floater. Gortat with the block. Now Mills. Out to DeRozan. And out of bounds, the Clippers gain possession. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. Paul George on top.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Here's DeRozan. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Over Mills. Goes back up, and the layup is good. And it's now 22 points for Leonard.
Great anticipation. He has great hands. Kawhi gobbles up second chance opportunities.
And the rejection by Zubac. The 3 from George. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 11 rebounds in the game. Leonard with the steal, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And Los Angeles with some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Williams comes in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. They get the rebound.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Mills with the steal. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. From about 16. Rebounded by Jackson. Clippers leading by 4. Here's the teardrop. And he lays it up and in.
There you go. Under intense defensive pressure. Reggie fearless in the painted area.
Here's Caruso. Gasol passes to Caruso. Here's Samanic. No points in the game yet for him. Just 3 to shoot, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Steve, when it comes to creating contact, which offensive moves can create the impression of a foul where the defensive player can do nothing about it?
I think ripping through the defender's arms is really tough for the defensive guy right now, Kevin. That's a hard move to defend if you're the defender.
Smitty, I think guys actually practice this, don't they? Ways they can kind of lure a defensive player in like that.
They do. They're strong enough now, and also they are, like you said, practicing that type of move.
Oh, great move there. That spin just dusted the defense.
Caruso, the pass to Gasol, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
May have been a foul. Anyway, Gasol absorbs the hit, was strong enough to finish through it.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Patterson. Here's Harrell.
Come to me, come to me.
Outside Williams. George, that's a 2-pointer. Missed it, even after all those chances. Pass to Samanic. Gasol against Harrell.
Gasol low post.
And here's Walker. 8 points for him. Pass to Samanic. At the elbow, it's Gasol over Harrell. And that one goes long.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
George, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Here's Caruso. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And there's Paul George on the assist by Williams. 14 points for Paul George.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
Puts it up there for Harrell. Good D by Gasol.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Caruso kicks to Gasol. Walker looking for an opening. And the rejection by Harrell.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And last season, Montrezl Harrell absolutely came alive for the Clippers.
He's always played with energy, but was more focused and made the most of his chances. You like to see him provide a little more on the glass, but make no mistake, he's a great finisher at the rim.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for San Antonio. Kyle comes in for Alex Caruso.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Wiles. A three-pointer, no good. Los Angeles leading by 8. Now here's Williams. He's got 6. On the wing, George. Covered by Wiles. And it's sent back by Bogut.
Really remarkable work by Bogut to send the shot back. Such a tremendous defender who really never rests on that end of the floor.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. Jackson has the open look. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Spurs trail by 11. 36 seconds left in the third. Bogut. They get it back. And the dunk by Lyons.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first foul.
19 seconds left to play in the third. George with the ball. 14 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Pulls it up. Good as the jump shot falls. George has got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And so it's Los Angeles holding it. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Lou Williams out there with Jackson. Then there's Harrell. Then it's Paul George. And it's Morris in at the 4. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Jackson down low. He's covered by Murray. And there's Jackson on the assist by Harrell.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Williams against White. Back to Bogut. White block shot. Hangs. Yes! And the foul. Harrell. And so he's picked up his final foul. So he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Wiles.
He's fouled out.
Really
I can go to the rim easily.
And stolen by Murray. Over in the corner, White. Back to Bogut. Shoots over Zubats. No good from Bogut.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Paul George. The Spurs also changing it up. Hurdle comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's DeRozan in for Derek White.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Here's DeRozan and finishes. Pushed off by DeRozan.
If you can get a good screen for DeRozan on a pick and roll, more often than not, he'll convert it. Great body control.
Outside Williams. On the pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. To the right wing. Everly for 3. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
What the shot?
So good. Clippers.
Unbelievable.
Here's Beverly. San Antonio with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Gay dishes to Bogut, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets
shit.
Great anticipation by the claw.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting.
Still have time.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Gortat inside. He's against Morris. Chalk up 2 there. 11 points for Marcin Gortat.
And this is where Gortat is most dangerous. A refined, confident interior scorer.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. DeRozan against Williams. DeRozan's shot is off. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Green finds Williams. Back to Green. Morris outside. Just 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Patterson, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. Murray outside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, and the defense allowing some room here on the inside in the second half, and they're taking advantage. A lot of their points coming from in the paint.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Williams. Score of the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Out to DeRozan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, with how great DeMar DeRozan is at scoring, you know he's going to get to the line a few times every game.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
The Clippers last year, they scored well. Lacked a true superstar, but they were aggressive. Case in point, #1 in the league in free throw attempts.
Pulls from the top of the key, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Pirtle nails the baby hook. And Smitty getting to the line most often for the Clippers last season. Lou Williams and Gallinari.
That combination was fascinating to watch. When you have guys who can score on all 3 levels and know how to draw fouls, that puts tremendous pressure on the defense.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Murray the pass to Gay. It's Gortat top of the key. And Morris comes over to help. Here's Gay. Banked in off the glass. Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthday, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking. Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your
And one.
Right now, they should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Clippers leading by 5. Here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. He gets it in there. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
That's tipped and stolen by Williams. Here's Beverly. And that's collected by Gay. Spurs trail by 7. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Murray kicks to DeRozan and stolen by
steal.
Williams. And here's Beverly. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Basket good. And it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
Holy
He's
shit.
a bona fide star. Kawhi Leonard with the workman-like approach.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Lou Williams has been a weapon off the bench for so long, and he has won 6th Man of the Year multiple times.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thanks, David. Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And for Lou Williams, he is just instant offense when you bring him steady into the game.
And a lot of that is just his mindset. Lou Williams,
Oh, what the fuck?
He is attacking at every given opportunity. Not everyone can be successful off the bench, but Lou Williams has made a career of it.
Pass to DeRozan. It's Gay on the wing.
Right there!
The dish to Pirtle. Murray with the bounce pass. 4 on the clock. Here's Gortat. It's hauled in by
It's a
Los
push.
Angeles. Morris has got 6 rebounds in the game. George. Rebounded by the Spurs.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
And here's Gay outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all 3 levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
Clippers leading by 12. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. Passes it to Gortat. And Morris comes over to help. Back to Gay. From deep three-point range. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the inside. Morris. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. 6 points for Marcus Morris.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Murray kicks to Gay. Down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And once Gortat gets this close, you almost have to foul him. Can't give up that kind of positioning.
Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding the trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
And it's Murray penetrating. Morris with the rebound. Clippers leading by 16. Now here's Williams. The pass to Leonard. Fades away. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Right there, that is poise of Kawhi Leonard, just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's DeRozan. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial six-man of the year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
Here's Pirtle. They grab their own miss. Outside for Murray. Leonard with the steal. Murray against Williams. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Pirtle, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Williams. Williams has got 6 assists now in the game. Outside DeRozan, and Pirtle has it in the corner. Gay scanning before. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Clippers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Leonard.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Morris. Rodney McGruder comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Landry Shamit's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Lou Williams. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
It was a busy rookie season for Landry Shamet. He got off to a hot start in Philadelphia, but was traded near the deadline to the Clippers. Slotted in as a starter there and looked great.
Mills with it. Pass to Caruso. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Passes it to McGruder. Kicks to Jackson. 6 to shoot. For the 3. Good on the triple.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Caruso. And he can't stop the run as he misses. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant.